After the city telling them they had to move out by the new year, all but 2 or 3 people living in Brookmeade Park are now in housing. At one point, 45 people called the public greenway home. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell caught up with a few of them to check in on their transition.
Piles of shopping carts are being removed from Brookmeade Park as city officials start to clean up the greenway.
And I want to apologize for the park, to the community about the park and the state. It's in
cleanliness.
Because it wasn't not everybody, just a few bad apples.
For years, it's been occupied by the unhoused.
The generosity.
Benjamin Turner never viewed himself as homeless. It was his community.
Kind of like a family living in a big house together.
Turner and his Brookmeade neighbors are now looking towards a brighter future.
When you're down so deep in a hole, it's hard to see. It's almost impossible to see the light or see the way out of that dark hole. But one step at a time, it gets a little bit brighter and brighter. And if we could just do that, and that's what's going on here, one step at a time.
The Brookmeade residents are taking that walk with the Metro Homeless Impact Division.
There's agencies that's helping them with connecting with birth certificates and photo IDs, things that they'll need in order to move on to the next level of housing.
This is a part of Music City's housing initiative to get people living in encampments off the streets and onto a different path.
And I want to be a better parent, a better father, a better teacher. Everything that I can do better, that's what I'm trying to do.
4-7, my boy.
News Channel 5 first introduced you to Quantez Gordon, who everyone knows as Q, earlier this month. At the time, he was still living in the park and was waiting for a case manager to connect him with housing. He now has a warm bed to sleep in.
My confidence has changed. My attitude is different. I just got a positive mindset.
These former Brookmeade residents once felt hopeless. Now the people we talk to say they feel the love.
It does make me feel better to have a roof and hot water.
Moving on up, being like the Jeffersons, I guess. I don't know. This is a step up, a big step up. Just not being in a tent, in a park.
In Nashville, Aaron Cantrell, News Channel 5.
Anyone living in Brookmeade has to be out of the park by January 4th. Now, this is one of 2 projects, part of the city's new Welcome Home effort. The next project is to house around 24 people living in an encampment in South Nashville.